Hey, 420 MSP, Harry here, and I am with Henry over at Cannabis Big Data. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hi there, Harry. Pleasure to be here today.
Great. Well, in our discovery call, we were able to trade life stories, and some of the readers and viewers know I did 2 years in a predictive analytics startup, and then I came over to cannabis, and essentially you've merged the two fields of analytics and the serious side of cannabis. So we're going to play the game. What is your story? Just take it from the top. It's that easy.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a data guy through and through. I've been doing enterprise data for a while. I worked in e-commerce. I worked in government contracting, in healthcare. And the thing that was really remarkable to me was how data can be used as a tool to inform business decisions. And in 20, I guess that was 2015 now, I moved to Colorado to be with my now wife and saw that there was this emerging market of cannabis where it's the first industry ever where data collection is mandated, but people weren't doing much with it. They were doing what they were required to by law, but they weren't
Yeah.
using that information to inform and inspire their business decisions. And so we took, myself and my co-founders, Jason and Levi, we took the lessons that we learned in enterprise data and applied that to the cannabis industry, and Cannabis Big Data was born.
Great. And you do five or six things. So for the purposes of this podcast and in future podcasts, we'll double click down into a couple of them. But what's your business model? What are the pillars at your company?
Yeah, so we've got five core offerings from the business, and I'll speak to each of these here in a moment. Data pipes, data tools, data coaching, data skills, and data resources. Data pipes are our integrations and our data modeling, our data normalizing. So we plug into POSs like Greenbits and FlowHub. We plug into seed to sales like Metric and BioTrack. We plug into accounting softwares like QuickBooks and so on and so on. We plug into MailChimp. We plug into HubSpot. We plug in, all the different pieces of the ecosystem. We
Yep.
build out integrations to pull out the data and put it into a central data warehouse, into a normal environment where there can be coherent reporting across all the different pieces of the business. So that's the data pipes, the integrations and the normalizing of the data. And
Okay.
that feeds into the data tools. Data tools are reports, analytics, dashboards, and predictive models that live on top of the data pipes. So these are pre-baked answers. We found that so often the similar companies are asking the same questions: profit margins, inventory analysis, cultivation yield, and so on. These are very basic questions that the industry is asking day in and day out. And so we pre-built a number of modules that answer these questions in a robust, rigorous way. And those are our data tools. And then the data coaching is related to that for the organizations that need some support in understanding how to use the data tools. I always joke that if someone doesn't know the business end of a hammer, they'll be sorely disappointed when they take a swing. And the data coaching is all about training teams in the cannabis industry around what is the business end of the hammer of that data tool that is in your hand, and how can you use it to build a better business. Our data skills are our custom consulting, custom engagements where we're the workhorse development team or management consulting team coming in to ask the questions and build the presentations, build the strategy for what's the direction, the data landscape, and the direction for how to use that data in the organization. And then finally, data resources are free tools, free reports, resource roundups on our website that we publish on our blog and otherwise. So just to zoom out, we've got data pipes, tools, coaching, skills, and resources that we offer in the industry.
Man, and you did that as a one-man company. I'm impressed.
I'm not a one-man company.
Sounds like you.
I've got a couple co-founders and we work with other individuals as well. So I'm far from a one-man company, but yeah, I mean, the beautiful thing about data in this day and age is that it's scalable. And so when an organization, when a team knows how to work with data very effectively, it's a very similar answer regardless of the business in the same vertical. So yeah, we can take a lot of what we've learned over the years and apply it in a very efficient manner, both time efficient and cost efficient for our clients.
Yeah, and I'll end on this. And first of all, thank you for not only doing a Hello World podcast, but playing ball with us to kind of double click down into some of the areas that you support in future podcasts. I'm really into it. When you and I had a rehearsal call, I really liked what you said, and I saw this when I was at Lead Scores with the letter Z in downtown Seattle, that all businesses probably have, I believe you said, about 80% commonality in terms of the data, and then there's some specificity to cannabis. But I concur. I was over in higher ed, online higher ed, and when I went and approached other businesses, I'm like, oh yeah, I get it. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. Well, everyone's got their own language.
So there we are. Henry, thanks for your time, my friend. We'll catch you on the flip side.